Hi friends, this is Gail O'Neill, and I teach stamping. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so tonight I'm working with To Have and To Hold, and let's see what else. I did pull in Waterfront, that'll be on the last card, but I'm also working with Doily Builder, rectangle stitch dies that are coming out. I did pull out this one from Detailed Baubles, which is retiring, but I love it. And Stitch Shapes. I think from that I used the big circle. Part of the things, of course, I put through already. So let's get started. So I wanted to show some simple stamping, and here's two cards I did just stamping. And for that, I also pulled in this one from Artfully Aware. So I wanted to show you these, and I mean, they are just basic stamping. This one I did You Matter, and this one Together We Make a Difference. So, I mean, just a quick card that, you need to give somebody. Simple, easy, quick. So I'll move those. And the first card I'm doing, I am using the Stamparatus. And this is actually the card. And I wanted to make it a little darker. So there's two ways to do that. Either you emboss it or use the Stamparatus, which is always great. I also made a little template mask so we could just stamp the top of them and not get the rest, so they would fit in that circle. So if I would have cut that a little shorter, I think I could have done them both at once, but I didn't want to take a chance. Oops. So we're going to stamp that once, and then I'll put that under there. That'll hold it. And then we're going to do it again. I might even do it a third time. I keep going to grab that. All right, so just so you remember the new stamps with the cling, you want to grab it from the bottom and pull it off. And it would be easier if I cleaned it a little first. Okay, so we'll put that aside. Then I'm going to take the mask. And I use Tombow temporary tape, which is this removable adhesive. And then I'm just going to get the corner on that. Okay, and then we're going to set up. I have to take it off of here, so remember. Now, I did see a really good tip. Especially if you're a demonstrator and you're doing classes where a lot of people are going to be touching, removing, put a piece of washi tape underneath one side so that they have a place to lift it from. So we're going to set that where we want it and then pick it up. And then ink it up. So if I had embossed this, it would be, nice and dark and bright. Block. So when I remove the mask, that's all done without that whole thing there. Okay, then, oops, still got a little piece in there. So then we're going to fit that right there. Where's my detail glue? Hiding. So we're just going to put a few dots, and trust me, just a few dots is going to hold it. Once that dries, it's not going anywhere. And then we're going to tape that. And this paper is in the catalog. I think it's with the tea. Goes with the tea set. Oops. And then we'll put that down right there. And we'll put a little bit of bling on it. Oh, my hand is just not working. Both hands are not working. Okay. And so I used one larger one and then two smaller ones on the sides. And there's our bling. So, quick, simple card. Even if you had just stamped it straight, not used the stamparatus. And don't forget, the foiled edge cards, they are still available, and I am still using them. Love them, love them, love them. So this is the card. Pre-did the bow. I don't want to torture everybody. And we'll clean this out. This is what I was going to do, and then when my cousin called, I can't do two things at once. Ouch. Sometimes if you look on the back, you can see if you got them all. Okay. That didn't hit the garbage, just saying. All right, so we're going to stamp this. I'm going to hold it for a second so the ink grabs a little better, because I'm going to punch that out. Oh, okay. Like I said, we're going to punch that out. We're going to put this down like so. So here goes our detail glue. Actually, detail glue bottle. So that's going to go down like that. And then I'm going to take this. Oop, we don't want the temporary. We want the real deal. Oops. See, as soon as I turned it over, I could see that they weren't all out. So I'm going to put one there. and the other one right there. And then I'm going to take and stamp Happy Anniversary. So there's the Happy Anniversary. I don't know what that is. Then we're going to put it down to a piece of black. And this is my normal measurements, the 5 by 3 3/4. And then the black is 1/8 bigger. And we're going to put that right onto that. And then just add a little bit more bling. So I'm going to put one in the middle there and one right there. And then right there. So still simple stamping. It's got the matching envelope, oops, and our bow. Can't forget the bow. Ooh. Nice little anniversary card. I love black and white. Okay, so this is the one, the large stitched circle from Stitch Shapes. And we're going to stamp that, and I'll do some fast coloring. And the last one I also colored, but I did the coloring in advance because you're going to see the sponging of the Northern Lights, which I never do the same. Every time I do it, it's different. I change colors. It always comes out nice. Okay. I didn't make a mistake, so I don't need that one. So for her, the light, and just go over it again because you can layer your colors. Okay. Okay, let's make sure these are all out. think we got it. So I just put some glue around the edges. And glued that right into the middle. And this is from the Share What You Love suite. So that's going to go right there. Okay, and then we just stamp this. Together is a wonderful place to be. Kind of cockeyed. We'll try that again, then pick the better one. Come on. That's the better one. Okay. Now I lost the green piece. Gotta love it. You guys weren't watching me. Well, we'll show this one at the end, but obviously it goes on to a green one, and then the bow, and then it gets mounted and mounted, and then you come out with that. Okay, so with this one I masked, so I've pre-colored it, because you don't have to see me color all the time. Let me just put a drop more. And I did that one in reverse, so I'm going to see how this works. I'm going to do my mountains first. Last time I did them last. And then I'll do the sponging. So for that I used the gray, basic gray. And I'm going right on top of them. Where do I want it? I know to be knowing. Okay. And then I threw in some trees. And I don't know what I want to use. We'll use a little, let's see how the old olive. That'll work. So really, it's just like background you're looking for there. Okay. Now we come in with the starting to sponge. So of course, when I sponge, let me get rid of these. I use my glycerin. So I'm going to start out with some Granny Apple. And I might use 2 blocks here, because I'm also going to use some Bermuda Bay. And some pineapple punch. All right, so let's get some glycerin. May as well leave the cap off of that. Now, there's 2 ways to do this. You can do, like, sponge some circles, or what I did with this one is I did some lines. And you can let it, you know, go over the other color to blend it a little bit. I'm going to take some of that green. Now sometimes I add some pink into it, but the purple is going to take over for that. We'll get right down into, watch your mask. Okay, so once you have your color in, all right, so then you're going to come in. Now, sometimes I also use Night and Navy, which I did bring out, but mostly on this card I used Rich Raspberry and the Blackberry Bliss. Oops, I do need a little bit more glycerin. The old pad, you can do it this way. You know what? I don't think I used Rich. I used, we'll see. I think I used the grape. Yeah, we're going to go back and grab the grape. But this is going to come out good. This is going to add a little bit of that pink into it. And then very lightly, I just like kind of drag it, and it gives, like you can see in this one, it gives that little bit of streakiness. All right, let's go for that darker. Gorgeous grape. Yeah, see, I mixed colors. And we're going to take that straight. And you want to get right around those edges. And I'm going to bring it down around the outside edges too. So then what you want to do is just keep building up that outside color very lightly. So when I get to this end, to get it like darker, I don't really use, and I'm going to put some color into there too. I don't really use that much glycerin. There's enough on your paper already. Alright, so let's try, before we go to the blue, which I am going to grab, we'll do some Blackberry Bliss. And again, just lightly. Whoop. And you have to keep watching your mask. Okay, now we're going to go for the blue. And I've done some where I've brought in black for around the edges. And then again, very lightly bringing that over. Like you're kind of barely touching it. And then into those trees, just to, because they're just an accent, not really. Okay. And like I said, they never come out the same. But when I take that off, and then if you get any glue, that'll just rub right off. Okay, and then what I did is I went kind of around the edge of them to kind of make a like a halo. Oops, fix her hair. And then inside here, but I'm going to add some. It all depends on where you get it. Let's add some. Should take the blue. I mean the gray. That's black. Didn't I just use the gray? Alright. This is the real dark. We're gonna, and it's absorbing. Alright, so we're gonna mount that on this granny apple. And again, it's still wet. Like you should, you know, really let it dry a little bit. So that's on the granny apple. And I do wanna that needs a little help in the corner, but I'll fix that later. Okay, so then we had, what was this one called? The old white gel pen. Hopefully it's gonna, doesn't want to work. Okay. Let's see if this is the one that works. All right, let's try this one. It worked for the first card. So just put some dots for the stars. Random. And you try to go random and then it looks like it's in a line. So you keep going back. And then this goes on to that. So now what I'll do to touch that up is take a blender pen. See what I just did with the ink, laying it on there? But I'll take a, oh, maybe it was when I was trying to fix that. I'll do it with a blender pen and some glycerin and the ink color to get up into there just to fix those white spots. But really you don't see it all that much. And this might cover it anyway. Fixed. So there it is. I actually like this one, but they always come out a little bit different. Never the same. And you, like I said, you don't have to do the streaks. You can do circles. It's something you just have to play with. So let me, hi Diane, and let me see, Sandy and Teresa. So let me bring everything back. So I hope you enjoyed from simple to a little bit more detail. And hi Deb, and I will see you Sunday with something. I don't know what yet. So I'll see you soon. Good night. Have a happy holiday. Oh, I'll be seeing you before the holiday, so I'll wish it to you then. Good night all.